Summary. Here we go.
Hey guys! It's Nightwing! We got Nightwing!
If you didn't notice, I like Nightwing. Anyway, he hands you the disruptor and leaves. Turns out Penguin has taken this opportunity to sell weapons to other thugs. So you beat them up, like we normally do, and somehow the guys in the car can't hear us? We go up and knock politely, after of course we put a tracker on the van. We follow the van back to Penguin's hideout, which is obviously heavily guarded. We take them out to head inside to find Penguin droning on about owning the city, which is the most generic bad guy speech you could have, but we do what Batman does best: interrogation for some information. After a beatdown with Nightwing later, this stops being a story for the main mission and becomes its own side quest. Then recycle the formula of finding and tracking a van to their base only to stop them with Nightwing, then of course blow it up. When in the middle of your routine, when Nightwing doesn't show up, it's revealed that the Penguin has him. How? When? I don't know, man. Don't ask me. Batman/you use your tracker on Nightwing to find his location. After a good sneaketh, you fight and team up one final time. But then, even though Nightwing was in the wide open, you get caught by the Penguin. When all seems hopeless, by hitting one button, you end this man's whole career. After hitting the detonation button, but before returning him to GCPD, Batman, instead of being mad at him, tells him that he's proud of him, and requests him to keep Bloodhaven safe. And just like that, the side mission's over. Story. Penguin. So this is one of the greater problems with the side mission, so I won't be mentioning it here. But I will be mentioning it in my how to make it better section. But what I can say now is that I think Penguin is pretty underused. Nightwing. Let's talk about this side mission's strong suit, by a long shot. Nightwing. I like Nightwing, so I'm pretty biased in this regard. I don't just like it because it has Nightwing, but because it understands his character. Example, him being too cocky gets him caught. I think easily one of the best moments of the entire game is that last talk with him. The reason why this works is that it's Batman realizing he's coming to an end. Something he never thought he would face. And this, in terms of Batman media, hasn't really been seen before, at least from most media. That tune it hints at the end of the game, making this all come full circle. Again, love Nightwing and how he's used not only for Batman, but for Batman's character. Gameplay. Trailing. This is probably going to be pretty controversial for me to say this, but trailing sections in games aren't bad, because if you do it right, it can work. That's not the controversial part. In fact, I don't like this one. You see, in my eyes, there are two ways for this to work. 1. Give the player important information they couldn't know otherwise. 2. Give them spectacle to entertain them. Preferably do both, but here it does none of this. So what is the point of this? You could have just found some other way of finding their location. The trailing is so uninteresting. A good example of this is when I got so bored and annoyed that I started getting serpent drones for fun. This has no reason for being in the side mission. Point is, it's not necessary. Teamwork. Yet again, we enter the same situation with Two-Faced Bandits, where you're getting something you don't normally get in other side quests, which instantly makes it better. It's just good because it itself is good. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Whatever. The idea is that the duo system is good. In fact, I think this is very much the future of the Arkham system in general. I know I shouldn't be talking about this because of Rule 3, but it's worth getting across that the tag team system works. How to make it better. I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. The trailing here is a waste of everybody's time, and I don't mean that unironically. Either 1. Replace it with something by knowing the location right away, or slowly leading it to them to the location. Or 2. Trail them, but have something more interesting happen where the drivers crash or something else gets in the way, etc. I actually have a bit of a problem that I think could be fixed. Penguin, I don't think he gets the proper representation.
Representation.
Yeah, that. like he did in Arkham City. And no, this doesn't cross Rule 2 because Penguin relates to Arkham City. So the way to fix this is at some point in the side quest, I think he should try to attack another gang or group. I think this better represents his character. A good example of this is the first time we see him in the game, is that he's wanting to take over City. But yet again, in the game, he never enforces this. It would be way better if he actually did. And I never told you why I did like Nightwing. He's got a great ass. Ass out of 10. I mean, 7 out of 10. Quality. Instead of the normal bloopers, I just wanted to get something off my chest. Capturing the video, like saying all the words that needs to be said off the screen. For some reason, my brain just can't do this. You'll see me getting super frustrated over the fact that I can't get a simple word out. And it's really frustrating for me as a creator to keep on dealing with this. Okay, good. You've heard that rant? Good. Now click all this stuff above my head, okay? Cool? Cool.